Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's Facebook and Instagram Live. I'm Christine Daal with Fashion Enjoyer, and tonight we are going to talk about in episode number 61, how to start a fashion line with $0. Yes, no money. You can literally get started with your fashion line today. So welcome. Don't forget to share this video. If you are on Instagram, you can head on over to our Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group and share the video there. If you're on Facebook, you can definitely share the video. Don't forget to give me your hearts, give me your thumbs up. Don't forget to comment as we're going along. I want this to be as interactive as possible. So hopefully there's going to be a lot of people on tonight. We had tons of people on last week, which was great. We talked about proof of concept. For those of you who missed it, go back and watch episode number 60. This is episode number 61. I can't believe I've done over 30 hours of free information for you guys. It's crazy. Okay, so let's get right into it. So we're going to discuss how to start a fashion line with $0. Hey, Stacy, how are you? Hi, Nasia. Good to see you on. We are going to discuss the 4 things you can do right now that won't cost you a penny. We're going to discuss the number 1 way to build a following. We're also going to talk about the true definition of what commitment is, what is a sales funnel, why you need one, and so much more. So how many of you have no money? Let's be honest, right? How many of you are bootstrapping it? You are trying to do things on the cheap. You are trying to do it on a shoestring budget, right? You want to try to save as much money as possible, especially when you're starting a fashion line, so that you have money to actually build your line, and any money that you do make from the line most likely is going to be poured back into the line. So a lot of people come to me, they want to hire us, and they tell me that they can't afford it, or they want to start a fashion line but they don't have any money to invest. First off, let me just say that our prices are super, super affordable, guys. I spent $50,000 on my college education. 4 years of college, I went to a great school, and I didn't even learn 90% of what I teach my clients, okay? I learned this stuff in the industry by starting my own fashion line, by having my own mentors, okay? So it's really, really important that you understand that. I spent $50,000 and I didn't even get everything that you guys are getting. So hi, So Chic Petite. Hi, Cleo 526 Studio. So honestly, I mean, we have live trainings for as low as $29. We have courses as low as $67. If you can't afford that, you really honestly shouldn't even be starting a business, in my opinion. But I will tell you that we did have a student one time who literally did so much research. She came to us and she said, "You're the most affordable option out there for fashion coaches." And so I do pride myself on being able to work with everyone no matter what your budget is, and I do try to offer a lot of free information. So what if I told you there was a way that you could literally get started with your fashion line for free? Yes. No money, you can literally get started today, right now, this very minute. What I'm about to tell you though, most of you honestly will not do. Now, how do I know this? Because I've actually shared these tips with hundreds of designers. I'm talking hundreds, if not thousands of startup designers, and only a handful of you are actually doing what I've told you to actually do. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. If you're not serious, if you're not committed, if you're not willing to do whatever it takes, you could have the money, you could not have the money, you're not going to be successful. So, and honestly, at that point, if you're not serious and willing to do whatever it takes, you might as well stick to a job. Stop the madness, stop the craziness, stick with your job, don't even start a fashion line, because you really need to have that attitude in order to succeed in this industry. So, I'm going to challenge all of you right now. It's a new year. We're already in the 2nd month of 2019. Make a commitment to do these 4 things right now, because all you need is time. You don't need money to do these 4 things. And the definition of commitment, by the way, is doing what you said you would do long after the mood or the feeling that you set it in has left you. So throw those feelings out the window, throw that mood out the window, make a commitment. I'm challenging you right now, make a commitment to do these 4 things that I'm about to share with you right now. So you want to know what the 4 things are? How many people want to know the 4 things that you can do right now without having any money to start your fashion business? I want to hear from you guys. I know a lot of you are on, so I want to hear from you. Hi, Alyssa Rose. Thanks for joining. Hi, Sean Carter. Thanks for joining. BFab Fashions. Thanks for joining. I want to hear from you guys. Who wants to know these 4 things that you can start doing right now to start a fashion business without having any money whatsoever? I know the comments are a little delayed, so I'll give you guys some time here. Okay, Cleo526 Studio says, me. Okay, awesome. Who else wants to know? There's a bunch of you on, so I want to hear from you. Don't be shy. Don't be that crazy stalker person in the background. I want to hear from you. BFab Fashion says yes. Okay. Avery says yes, please. Okay, awesome. Stacy, yes. So Chic Petite. I'm trying to read your comments. I do. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so number 1, market research. Do market research. This costs you nothing. We went through this a lot in last week's Facebook Live, episode number 60, why you need proof of concept. So I'm not going to go into it in too much detail. So you can go back and watch that episode again. But you need to do your homework, guys. You need to know everything that's going on in your market, past, present, what's going on in your category. This includes your target customer, your direct competitors, your price point, your USP, what's going to make you stand out from the rest, right? What's going to make you stand out from your competition. Thanks so much, Gina. She put a link to our episode number 60 on Instagram so that you guys can go and watch it. There's no sense in creating a line unless it's going to be different than what's already out there. So first step, you got to see what's already out there. You got to shop the stores. You got to do your market research. You have to look at what other people are doing. This takes a lot of time, but it really doesn't cost you any money, guys. So don't tell me you can't start a fashion line because you have no money, because this is the first step. Do your market research. And if you do enough market research, you're actually going to start to notice different patterns. You're going to notice certain trends. You're going to notice things that people are producing over and over again. Probably most likely because they keep selling, right? So that's going to help you determine what you should actually make for your own line. So do your market research. We have an entire online course called Market Research Made Easy, where I give you a ton of free and low cost tips on how to do market research, and I literally walk you through using the actual tools right inside the class. But this literally costs nothing, okay? You can do your market research right now. So put in the time and start doing your market research, okay? Number 2, the second thing you can do without having any money is build a following, okay? So after you start doing all that research, it's now time to start building your following. You need to build your tribe. You need your customers. You need these people before you actually launch. That way, when you do launch, when you launch your e-commerce shop, you're not hearing crickets, okay? I want you to have sales day 1. I want you to have buyers. I want you to be profitable day 1 in your business as soon as your website launches. The only way to do that is to build your tribe now, okay? Think about it. I always give this example. Did the Kardashians become famous first, or did they start a clothing or makeup line first? Which one came first? They became famous first, right? Once they were famous, they could sell you anything. Kim Kardashian could sell you a donut with her name on it, and you'd buy it because it's Kim Kardashian Donuts, okay? It doesn't matter. She can sell anything she wants because she's now famous, because she now has that loyal following. She can now sell you anything she desires. She did not start with her fashion line first or her makeup line or whatever. She started by becoming famous first, okay? So you need to do the same thing. You need to build those fans. You need to build that tribe in order to get those people to go to your website and buy what it is that you are going to sell, okay? So what is the number 1 way? Who knows? The number 1 way to start building a following. I bet you it's not what you think it is. Take a guess. Who wants to guess? What is the number 1 way to build a following? I want to hear from you guys. Alexia, Andrea, Stacy, Luma, Samara went west. I want to hear from you guys. Come on. Tell me, what is the number 1 way to build a following? What do you think it is? The comments are always a little delayed on my end, so I'm going to give you guys a second here. What do you think is the number 1 way to build a following? BFab Fashions, wear your product. Okay. Cleo says have ambassadors. Okay. Avery says social media. Okay. Stacy, offer free content. Very good. Okay. These are all really great answers, guys. No one has hit the number 1 though. Build relationships. Yes, it's definitely about relationships. I will definitely... Consistency. Yes, Lizzie, that's true. You guys are giving out some good ones. I like these, but no one said the right one yet. What is the number 1 way? Give something of value, Andrea says. All right, I'm going to give it to you guys. The number 1 way to build a following. Email list. Email marketing, okay? How many of you have started building an email list? I want to hear from you, okay? If you started building an email list, give me a yes. Give me an I have, give me an amen, whatever it is. Hi, Linda. I want to know, have you started building an email list? This is the number one way to reach people, guys. I ask people this question all the time, and it shocks me how many people are not doing email marketing or don't have more than 500 people on their email list. Okay, Cleo526 Studio is doing email marketing. Yes, I love it. Stacy's doing it. Awesome. Andrea's doing it. Awesome. Okay, email marketing is still the number one way to build a following. It's still 40 times as effective as social media, okay? I literally was just reading this article. This is literally from the New York Times. Oh, sorry, the Wall Street Journal. Sorry. Wall Street Journal from January. Headline, the latest hot tech secret. Your email. Your email. It's not gone away, guys. It is not going away, and I'll tell you why, okay? There's some really important things that they talk about in the article. So email is the only guaranteed delivery option that the internet has left. Think about it, okay? Email has become a way to fight back against all the algorithms, talking about Facebook, social media stuff, all right? All the algorithms that try to dictate what people see. Unlike on Facebook, readers receive everything they signed up to receive in neat chronological order alongside all of their other emails, okay? Let me read you something else. No one controls it. No one company controls email. No company can get between a sender and its recipient. This is powerful, guys. All right, there's so many cool quotes in here, but those are the main ones I wanted to say. Email is still the number one way to reach people, guys. Think about it. Your Facebook fans could be gone like this. Your Instagram page could be shut down like this. And I've seen it happen. I've seen people with a 20,000 follower Instagram account get shut down and they lose everything, okay? If you've got followers on Facebook, if you've got followers on Instagram, if you've got people on Pinterest, if you don't have their email, you have no way of contacting them. God forbid something happens to your page, okay? What would you do? What would you do if your Instagram account was shut down tomorrow, right? You want to capture these people. The only way that you can capture them is with email, okay? So start building your email list now. Put everyone on the list, your friends, your family. I don't care if you're just starting out and you don't even have a product. You can start doing this today, guys, okay? Don't wait until you have a product. Don't wait until your website is perfect. All you need is a landing page with a little pop-up, with a free offer, with a freebie in there. Some of you talked about free offers, which is great. You understand the concept, right? Give people a reason to leave their email, and they will, right? Emails are so valuable because you have them forever. Yes, they can unsubscribe, of course, but it's way better than trying to rely on Facebook's algorithm and how many people are gonna see your post and all of that nonsense, okay? And we actually teach 12 different ways to grow a massive email list right inside our Mastering Digital Marketing online course. And if you're interested in that course, you can go to fashionista.com/digital. Lizzie, suggestions on gaining those emails. So we teach that in our online course, so I'm not going to talk about it here, but you can definitely sign up for our online course, fashionista.com/digital, okay? I gave you one of the freebies though. So I gave you one of the 12, which is to put a pop-up on your homepage with an email sign-up capture box, okay? All right, number 2, the second way, which I don't think anyone's mentioned the second way either. The second way to build a following is blogging, okay? Blogging is one of the top ways to drive people to your website, okay? I increased traffic on my website by 500% just by being consistent and blogging twice a week, okay? And it was not easy. I definitely had to hire a lot of help to help me. I now have 2 girls that are helping with blogging on my website. But I just started in the beginning and I did what I could, guys. I did it like once a month. I did it once every other month. I put out a blog as often as I possibly could. So start blogging. It doesn't cost you anything to blog, okay? Start creating new content because all of that new content is going to help your site get higher in Google, okay? So Google loves fresh, new, relevant content. And every time you're updating your blog on your website or you're posting a blog on your website, you're telling Google, hey, my website is relevant, put me higher in the list. And then if you do your blogs correctly and you do your SEO correctly, you can actually show up for keywords. So if you do the right keyword research and figure out what's the best keywords to put in your blog, and you post them in the right places, and then of course you do the meta description and the alt tags and all of that SEO stuff, then you will actually get higher in Google. We have a lot of people that find our company solely off of Google. We just ran our Google Analytics for last year, for 2018. 70% of my website traffic came from organic searches. That means it came from people just organically searching on Google, okay? That doesn't happen overnight, but it's highly, highly due to blogging, okay? Like I said, I increased the traffic on my website 500% just by doing blogs, okay? That's crazy. So we also teach how to write your blog post and 7 places to post it, because it's not just about writing the blogs. Yes, you have to write the blog, then you have to know about SEO and how to do the keyword research and all of that stuff. And then on top of it, you have to know how to promote the blog to get those eyeballs coming back over to your blog to read it, right? So we actually teach how to do that inside that same course, Mastering Digital Marketing. So how many of you would love to blog, but you feel like you don't have the time to do it? I want to hear from you. Are you struggling with blogging? Have you started blogging? I want to know what you guys are doing. What's going on with the blogs, all right? And don't tell me that you can't do your blog because you don't have a product. I don't want you posting your product on your blog. Okay, Lizzie says me. What's going on, Lizzie? You don't have the time, you're struggling. Stacy says don't know how, okay. Avery says me, okay. Cleo, I'm struggling. Okay, what are you struggling with? Finding something to write about. You're struggling with the time that it takes to do it. I'm afraid I would run out of topics. Okay, Andrea. Stacy says time, okay. So a lot of you have said time, and I've heard from a lot of you time, or you don't know what to write about, you've never blogged before. I started years ago but stopped because of the time and content writing. Okay, so we actually just launched blog writing services, guys. It's super, super affordable. We will write blog posts for you, 500 words or more. We'll do the keyword research, we'll do the title research for you, and we'll give you an image for social media, and it's super, super affordable. It's literally the lowest you'll ever find anyone to write a blog post for you. So that's an option as well. Gina's gonna put the link for that. Those of you who are on Facebook, the link is in the bio. Content, yeah. So those of you who are struggling with content, I'll give you a little tip. You have to think about your target customer. Usually if you're struggling with content, you don't know who your target customer is and the things that they would like to read, right? So go back to your market research, do your target customer profile, and think about the things that your customer would be interested in, and that's what you need to blog about, okay? So that's a little free tip for you. Okay, Gregory, never blogged before. Image, yes, so we give you an image because you're gonna need an image to post on social media. So we write 500-word blog post, plus the keyword research, plus the title research, plus an image to post on social media, because you're gonna have something that you want to post to promote, to drive people back to your blog, okay? All right, now the number 3 way to drive, the number 3 way to build a following, some of you said it earlier, social media. So of course, you can always build your following and start to build a following on social media. Instagram is probably one of the number 1 platforms for fashion, as well as Pinterest, Facebook, and it literally costs nothing. Guys, these platforms are free. Yes, there's advertising and you can pay for advertising and different things like that. But don't forget, at the end of the day, they're not charging you to use this program, okay? This is a free service. So yes, while we all hate the algorithms and the way that things keep changing and the harder it keeps getting, it's still free. It's free at the end of the day. It only costs you your time, okay? And yes, you can still start marketing on Instagram and start your Instagram page without even having a product to sell. I talk about over 25 different things that you can post on your Instagram page inside our online course, the Mastering Digital Marketing online course, okay? So there's tons of things, and you guys are gonna hear from a special client of mine, Daniela Jax of Jax Odyssey, and we're gonna do a live interview with her in 2 weeks because we specifically worked together on her Instagram page. She has doubled her Instagram following, guys, in such a short period of time. She is killing it on Instagram. And the best part, she doesn't even have a product. She has not even finished her product and she is killing it. She has over 20,000 followers on Instagram, okay? The day that she launches her website, trust me, she's making sales, okay? So I'm super excited. Tune in 2 weeks for our Facebook Live, Instagram Live. Actually, it's only gonna be on Facebook, guys, so make sure you join the Fearless group on Facebook so that you can join in on that interview. We're gonna do a live interview. She's gonna answer all of your questions, okay? So you need to make sure that you're using tags properly, that you're using locations, that you're using hashtags properly. Also that you have an aesthetically pleasing feed. People don't want to follow a feed if it's all mumbo jumbo and doesn't look that well, right? Your Instagram feed needs to look like a magazine, not a catalog, okay? So it's not about your product. It's about the lifestyle of your target customer. You want people to notice you and follow you, and they're not gonna do that if your feed looks like crap, okay? So be sure also that you have a business page set up. Yes, Pinterest is also free, Jeffrey, yes. Make sure that you also have a business page set up for your Instagram account, because that will allow you to have the email sign up box right in there, which is another tip. The person that asked me before, I believe it was Lizzie, about how to get your email list, how to build your email list. Make sure your Instagram profile is a business profile and that you have the email bar right there so that people can click and email you automatically, okay? So definitely do that. And then if you guys need help, we also launched a new service called our Instagram Starter Pack, where we give you 30 posts, 30 captions, and 2 sets of 30 hashtags, all for an incredible, affordable price. It's crazy. We've been doing a lot of people's Instagram accounts like this, and it's going so well. So if you guys are interested, Gina's gonna put a link. There's a link on Facebook, and you can definitely get started with our Instagram Starter Pack, okay? So if you're having trouble, you don't know what to post on Instagram, you don't know how to make it look aesthetically pleasing, we can help you with that. Okay, so we went over doing your market research. Number 1 thing you can do without having any money to start a fashion line. Number 2, build your following. The second thing you need to do, doesn't cost any money to do, okay guys? And number 3, the third way of the 4, strategize your sales funnel, okay? I don't know why no one seems to think of this until after they have product, right? You don't have to wait until you have product to think about how you're actually going to sell it. Start thinking about that right now, okay? Before you even start manufacturing, think about how you're actually going to sell your product, okay? And there are a ton of different channels of distribution that you can sell your product in. If you're not sure, go back and watch our Facebook Live. Oh, I forgot the episode number. Sorry, guys. I thought I was totally prepared. Gina's going to find the episode number for the channels of distribution for me. Unless I can find it really quickly, but I don't think I can. Channels of distribution. 35. Episode number 35. Okay, I totally forgot which number it was. Episode number 35, channels of distribution. Go back and watch that if you're not sure where you want to sell your line. But so that's the first step, okay? But the second step is that you are going to need a sales funnel no matter where you end up choosing to sell your line, especially if you're going to sell online, okay? If you're gonna do an e-commerce platform and sell online, you need a sales funnel. So what is a sales funnel, okay? So AutoGrow defines sales funnel as a series of steps designed to guide visitors towards a buying decision, okay? These steps are composed of marketing assets that do the work of selling for you, okay? It's a step-by-step system that guides visitors through the process and eventually gets them to buy, okay? Thanks everyone for joining. We are talking about how to start a fashion line with no money, okay? We're on step number 3, which is strategizing your sales funnel. So think about what a funnel looks like, guys, right? It's really wide at the top, and then it gets narrower and narrower right at the bottom, right? So you want to get a ton of people in at the top. You want everyone to get inside the funnel, but then the funnel kind of does the work for you of weeding out the people that aren't really that interested, right? So it kind of does the work for you, and eventually at the bottom you get less and less people, and you only get the serious ones at the very bottom that are actually going to buy from you, right? Not everyone that comes to your website is actually going to buy something. Not everyone who even clicks add to cart is actually going to buy something from your website, unless you actually have a way to convert them, which is very, very important. But we're not going to go into that today. That's a whole separate topic. But so you basically want everyone coming in at the top, and then they funnel themselves out to the bottom where you have the most serious buyers, okay? So first you need a way to get those potential customers in the funnel. How do you get people in the funnel? And one of the most common ways to get people in the funnel, and one of the ways that I always teach, is to have a free offer or a freebie on your website, okay? You need to offer something of value to your target customer that will make them want to leave their email address to to sign up for, okay? So for instance, on our website, fashionninjawarrior.com, I give away a free e-commerce checklist because I know that most of my target customers are starting an e-commerce website. So I give you guys a free e-commerce checklist. All you have to do is enter your email and you'll get the checklist to download, right? So that's how I get you guys to enter your email address. It's the same thing for your website. If you don't have a product yet, you can't offer things like 10% off or free shipping. So what do you offer? You need to offer some kind of a guide. You know, if your target customer is a bride, offer a cheat sheet on planning your wedding, right? 10 steps to plan your wedding without turning into a bridezilla. Leave your email here, right? Best places to buy bridesmaids dresses without breaking the bank. Leave your email here, right? You want to offer some kind of a guide, some kind of a cheat sheet, some kind of a checklist, some kind of a thing that they can download for free that's going to make them want to leave their email address. This is very, very important. Then obviously, once they have your free offer, hopefully you've set up some kind of a sales funnel, and I'll talk about this in a minute, to keep them coming back to your website so that they do eventually buy, okay? So the first step is getting the traffic, okay? Step one is, how are people going to get to my website? You need to drive traffic to your website. I already gave you 2 examples of how to do that. We talked about blogging and social media. Those are 2 really good examples of how to drive traffic to your website. And actually, we have a new live masterclass training coming up in 2 weeks. I'm super excited about it, guys. It's never been released before. It's called How to Drive Traffic to Your Online Store and Boost Sales Once They're There. We're going to talk about the 6 ways to drive traffic online. So we talked about 2 of them already, blogging and social media, but of course I went over that really fast. And then we're also going to talk about 6 ways to boost sales once they're actually on your website, which is super, super important, okay? So you can sign up for that by going to traffic.eventbrite.com, and there's a link on Facebook as well. And keep in mind, this is literally over only $29. It's over $400 worth of information. Normally our online classes like this are offered at over $100. I'm giving it to you guys for only $29. And you can attend live and ask questions, which our online courses you can't do. You don't have the option to do that unless you're part of the FSI. So this is amazing, guys. $29 to ask me questions as long as you want. That's crazy. I honestly don't know what I was thinking when I priced this. Gina, we should change the price, I think. Okay. We'll talk about that for the next one. Okay, so let's say your sales funnel starts with Instagram, right? Let's say you're like, okay, Instagram's my thing. I've built up a really great following on Instagram. I'm going to use that to drive traffic to my website. So you post your freebie. Let's say you're doing the brides, right? And you're posting 10 places to get the most affordable bridesmaids dresses. You're posting that on Instagram with a link in the bio. And then people are now coming over to your website and they're downloading that free report, that free product, that free offer that you have, okay? Now, hopefully, once they've downloaded that free report, that free offer, you have a call to action or maybe a coupon code or something at the end of that freebie, which actually will compel them to now go over to your website and buy something, right? And at the same time, hopefully you've set up your email marketing sales funnel, okay, to be automated, so that now they're receiving an automated sequence of emails that is kind of going through your brand, it's getting to know you, and eventually getting them to buy something on your website, okay? Think of sales funnels like building a relationship, right? First you start out with a first date, then you have your first kiss, then eventually after some time, you eventually get married, right? You don't just go up to a stranger and say, would you like to marry me? Probably not, right? It's the same thing with this. You guys are posting your product on Instagram, buy me, buy me, buy me. It's turning people off. People don't want to be pushed to buy your stuff, okay? So you want to think about it like building a relationship. You want to go slow. People have to get to know you. They have to get to know your brand. Once they know you, they'll like you, they trust you. That's the KLT factor. And then they will actually buy from you, okay? So this is a process that you need to go through in order to gain their trust so they're actually going to buy from you. So start to think about your sales strategy. Strategize your sales strategy and your sales funnel now. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything but time. You have to just sit down and plan these things, guys. How are you actually going to drive traffic to your website and get people to actually buy? Okay, it's calling me. Okay. So we talked about number 1, do your market research. We talked about number 2, build a following. We talked about number 3, strategize your sales funnel, sales strategy. And number 4, the last thing you can do right now that costs you $0 is commit to learning, okay? You need to be committed to learning. This is not an easy business, guys, all right? Fashion is crazy. And if you're really serious about making this a business and not a hobby and actually making money at it, you need to invest the time to learn, which all of you are doing right now. You're on our Facebook and Instagram Live, which is great. I commend you for watching these. There is literally over 30 hours worth of these free live trainings inside our Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group. So if you're on Instagram, click the link in the bio to go watch them. But you need to learn these things, guys. I mean, how many of you can honestly say you know what a meta description is? I want to hear from you. Who knows what a meta description is? Type me. Who knows what a flat lock seam is? I want to hear from you guys. Jocelyn, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Annie and Claire, thanks for joining. MBG, thanks for joining. So who knows what these things are? Who knows what a meta description is? I want to hear from you guys. Who knows what a flat lock seam is? Who knows what the average click-through rate is for Facebook ads? Okay, Lizzie knows. Awesome. Okay, Kristen knows. Kristen, okay, you're cheating. Andrea, I've heard of meta tags. Okay, but do you know what it is? Guys, you need to learn these things. It's super, super important, okay? There are so many things that you need to learn when starting your fashion business. I have so many people coming to me telling me that they can't afford our services, which honestly, if you can't afford a $29 online course, like the one I just talked about that we're gonna do in 2 weeks, I don't really know what to tell you. But at the end of the day, I give away so much information for free. And half of you aren't taking advantage of it. You guys are awesome. You're on the call. You're watching this, which is great. But how many of you have watched all 60 episodes of our Facebook Lives? Probably none of you. How many of you have taken advantage of our free e-commerce checklist that I have downloadable on the website, right? How many of you have checked out our free resources section on our website? Alexia says, I have no idea. Okay, you need to learn these things then, Alexia. And then how many of you have checked out our blog, which has tons of great content? We put out 2 blog posts a week. My girls are amazing at blogging. And so we honestly have so much information. It's crazy. And we're doing a free webinar in half an hour at 8 p.m. tonight. Free webinar, 9 crucial steps to launching a profitable fashion line. It's free, okay? Honestly, it is crazy how much free information I give out to you guys. So, who's up for the challenge? I want to know. I'm going to challenge you. Like I said in the beginning, this is a challenge. Who is up to committing to doing these 4 things right now, this very minute, starting from this day forward, so that 2019 can be your best year ever with your fashion business, so that you can launch and have people dying to get your product, so that you don't have to hear crickets on your website when you launch day 1, so that you can have these sales lined up, ready to go, so that you're sure you are going to be profitable. Yes, Lizzie, you just found out about us. Okay, so check it out. Check out all the free information for sure, okay? Flo, thanks so much for joining us. Dree the Dreamer, hey, how are you? So, guys, who's up for the challenge? I want to hear you say that you are committed to doing these 4 things. How often should we be blogging to drive traffic? That's a great question, Andrea. So it really depends on how much traffic you want to build to your website. Like I said, I increased my traffic by over 500% by blogging twice a week. Twice a week is not always doable for everyone. So I say once a week, once every other week. If you have to start out doing it once a month, whatever it is, whatever you can commit to, make the commitment and just be consistent. Okay, Lizzie is up for the challenge. I love it. Who else is going to join me? Who's in for the challenge? I want to hear from you guys. Make the commitment. Do what you said you would do long after the mood or the feeling that you said it in has left you. Commit to doing market research. Commit to building your following. Commit to strategizing your sales strategy, and commit to learning, okay? Awesome. Avery is in. Thanks so much for that thumbs up. Okay, so that's it for today's Facebook and Instagram Live, guys. Just a reminder, we are doing our awesome, amazing live training coming up in 2 weeks, our Masterclass February 20th, how to drive traffic to your online store and boost sales once they are there. We're going to go over 6 ways to drive traffic, 6 ways to boost sales once they're there. I'm giving you 12 effective strategies you can do right now that are working in 2019. Go to traffic.eventbrite.com to sign up, guys. This is going to be an amazing, amazing masterclass. literally jam-packed with information. Plus you get Q&A at the end. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I can't even believe I'm doing the Q&A at the end. I'm going to stay on as long as we have questions. So whatever you guys have questions about, I'm going to answer all of the questions inside this class, okay? People pay over $300 an hour to ask me questions. You guys are going to get me for as long as you need. I will stay on and answer all of your questions, I promise, okay? So that alone is worth $29. I don't know what else is. Okay, also, FSI doors are closing. If you are interested in joining our online group coaching program, our best-selling online group coaching program, make sure to go to fashionjour.com/FSI to sign up because the doors are closing tonight, okay? Yes, Kristen's gonna sign up for the masterclass. Awesome. Okay, don't forget to go back and watch episode number 60, Why You Need Proof of Concept, where we talk about how to do market research. Also, if you're interested and you need help with your Instagram, check out our Instagram starter pack. Check out our blogging services. If you need help with blogging, we can write those blogs for you. It's super, super affordable, guys. It's amazing. Also, if you need help with digital marketing, we have an online class for that. Go to fashionjour.com/digital. If you're interested or in the LA area and you want to come on our next LA manufacturing tour, March 5th, you can sign up for that. lafashiontour2.eventbrite.com. Doreen wants to know what time is the masterclass. The Driving Traffic Online and Boosting Sales masterclass. That's going to be at 7 p.m., I believe. Gina, am I right? Is it 7 p.m.? She's going to confirm for me, but I think it's at 7 p.m. But don't worry, you'll get a replay. So if you can't attend the class live, you paid for it, obviously, so you're going to get a replay. But if you can attend live or at least hop on at the end, towards the end, yes, 7 p.m., Gina says. Okay, thanks, Gina. Yes, so it's going to be at 7 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m. Definitely hop on so that you can ask those questions live, guys. It's amazing to ask live questions for only $29. Crazy. Also, if you're in the New York City area, New York Fashion Week is coming up, and we are having a cool networking party. Fashion Mingle is putting on a networking party. We're going to be there, so come join us. It's on Sunday, February 10th at 7 p.m. We're going to do a little speed networking, plus you can save $15 on your ticket if you enter the code FAW, capital FAW, and then the word PASS. So FAW PASS. There's an Eventbrite link to that. Gina's gonna post it on Instagram. Oh no, it's on Instagram in our bio, actually. Next week, we're gonna talk about 6 ways to boost creativity. So if you're feeling a little sluggish, if you're feeling like, hey, I'm running out of ideas, whether that's ideas for your fashion line, ideas to post on Instagram, right? This is all creative stuff, guys. So we're gonna talk about how to boost that creativity so that you guys can rock everything that you need to do. And then let me know what topics you guys wanna hear. I've been throwing some topics out there. I wanna hear your feedback. Do you wanna know 7 steps to get organized in your business? Do you wanna know what the future of fashion will look like? Do you wanna know the easiest and the hardest categories of fashion to do? We can talk about whatever you guys wanna talk about. So these Facebook and Instagram lives are for you. So definitely let me know what you guys wanna hear about, okay? All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I look forward to talking to you next week on our Facebook and Instagram Live, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye for now.